Howdy ho, MisippBROs faithful. Happy Monday. Happy Married Monday. Show them the good, Chad.
Oh, yeah, baby. We got married big bro, dude, on a Monday. First one ever, dude.
Yes, you heard it here first, fans. Chad Misippo, Chad Robert Misippo, number 27 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. This man got married Saturday, October 23rd. It was a beautiful beach setting, Santa Monica Pier, a cloudy day to begin, a little bit of hijinks throughout. We totally expected that. We didn't expect the clouds to part and get one of the most killer sunsets you'll ever see on the West Coast.
Ooh,
the
man.
Photos will speak for themselves. We can't wait to see them. I got my microphone here, and I got my married brother on my left. Chad, how you feeling, dude? You're 2 days into this. It's a long chapter. Give us some highlights. Give us how you felt. Give us how you feel now. Tell the people what it's like to be married to Sippo.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, man. I waited 49 years, dude, to do this, right? And it felt every bit of satisfaction that I can imagine in my life, dude, with the person that I am meant to be with. That's it, man. It was the most glorious of days, dude, in all of my times, dude, to have the most important people in my life. They're all in one setting, including the best man who's staring at you on the other side of the screen, and having everyone there, including my dearest of dearest mothers, in all her glory as well, and my beautiful bride, Mariella, next to me, and us sharing our love of our families together and friends was absolutely exceptional, dude. Probably the best wedding I've ever been to.
The best wedding you've ever been. That's a good one. And it should be. It was your day, man. It was you and Mariella's day. You brought the love. You gave us the occasion. Thank you so much. It's a day, it won't go down in infamy. That's the wrong word. That's just the famous quote. A proud day in MisippBRO history.
Oh,
and we're
man.
proud
Dude.
to bring it to you on the MisippBROs. I got a couple comments from the wedding, Chad.
Yeah, dude. I bet you do, because I got a couple comments from the wedding, bro.
Real quick. I snapped that epic photo of your dear mother Valerie and you dancing for the mother of the groom.
Yes.
First dance, right?
Yes.
I got a couple questions. I liked the song choice. It was Days Like This. Mama told me there'd be days like this, right?
Yep.
That was a good one.
Yep.
My first question is, did you guys choreograph those dance moves? Is that how you two have always danced? How much practice went into what I saw Saturday night?
Zero practice, dude. Zero.
That's did not just your practice. Typical kind of swing style with your mother?
Yes. Yeah, we've done like, I know how my mom likes to dance. I don't dance with my mom a whole lot. I have it other way in the past, but that's our personalities, dude. That's our love for each other. And the song Days Like This, Van Morrison, dude, if you really go into it and listen to it, man, it talks about you go through all the hard times to get to days like this, you know? Yeah, dude, nice. Nice, dude. Oh, man.
Epic shot of mother and groom doing what they do. And
the most glorious of dances. Most glorious of dances, dude.
You nailed the dance. You nailed the dance for sure. I'm not going to give you as much credit on the old garter toss. Wasn't the strongest rubber band snap I've ever seen, but it did end up with the right young man, young Diego, on his birthday. All 13 years old of him. He's the next to get married.
Dude, no doubt about it, man. 13 years old. He's got a little bit of time. That's good. I like my chances on that one, dude. I like my odds. I'll take Diego plus 500, dude, on that. And then we'll go forward on that. Diego, happy birthday to you. Feliz cumpleaños, mi honorary sobrino. Hey, dude, the garter, dude, was, I have to say, was weak, because I don't shoot garters, dude, for a living, dude. I don't do it for a living. I don't practice it. Okay, dude. So, hey, man, give me a little freaking leeway on my garter toss, dude. My garter rubber band shooting toss, dude. Okay?
All right, we'll give you a pass. We hope you can do better on the next one. Just kidding.
Kidding. Yes.
Just kidding. So before we move into the wide world of sports, a weekend that we didn't get to watch a lot, but I promise you, we read the headlines, we catch up in the box scores. We got some NFL action. We got some World Series preview to get to. Any last thoughts on the wedding you want to share with the people? Anything
Oh my
that they
God. I
should
mean,
know?
dude, man, we can go on and on. I mean, I just, to be there and experience it was unreal for me, man. The emotions were heavy. When I saw my bride coming down, walking through the sand to me, I just freaking, I could not like hold in the emotions, dude. Crying was happening, love was happening, and everyone just said the look on your face, dude, and her face. You can tell the genuine love, and that's all I wanted people to be there to see. And dude, it was just the most outstanding day, dude. Even with blips here and there, the most outstanding day of my life, dude. I'll never forget it. Plenty of pictures. Plenty, and people, many people have said it's the best wedding they've been to, man, in a long time, if not their lives. And that's what we're shooting for. The best people in our lives to be there to celebrate it with us.
Well, hey, I got to say, you were streaming live all around the world, parts of California, parts of the United States. People in Chile were listening. They were even clapping and cheering. I had to turn around and give them a little shh real quick, but they were being festive. They were so happy to be on that live feed. And father of the bride had some words for you. I know it was probably all good. It was a decently long embrace, though, before he gave her up to you. Anything you can share with the listeners? Any words of wisdom from your new padre?
Wow, Juan is one phenomenal man, and he has one phenomenal daughter. And the way that he spoke to me, man, was just, he's been working on his English, man, for that moment. And what he said to me was essentially, I love you. I trust you. I give to you my beautiful daughter. That's pretty much what he said. And it was just fantastic. And we just had a long embrace because we've known each other now, for a little while. I've gone down to Chile 4 or 5 times, and their family's so loving. You saw it, dude, and felt it. And that is their family. And her father is right right at the top of that pyramid, man. And he is just a fantastic man. And it was just a moment that, sticks in, I will feel for the rest of my life.
Well, yes. There you go. Thank you very much for sharing with the listeners part of your special day, the most special day of your existence to this point.
I also want to say, anyone, everyone that has been a part of my life up to this point has a role in me getting here, and I want to thank them for that, okay? Because, we are not an army of one, dude, okay? We are an army of many. And to get to this point has meant a lot of people had to play a role. And it doesn't matter what role that is, dude. I will not change a thing, and I love it, man. And thank you for being a part of this journey with me. And thank you, bro, for being my best man, dude, because you are my best man, dude.
Well, there it is. That's how we got here, right? That's how we landed on the MisippBROs. So, proceeding with business, thank you for the wedding confessionals, a day we will revisit again shortly, I promise.
Yes, let's get into some sports. What you got, dude?
So when we woke up this morning, NFL action, like I said, I didn't get to watch a lot of the games live. Your brother was driving to San Diego, watching 3 softball games with 11-year-old niece Cameron. I am coming to you live from Black Granite Drive in northeast San Diego, a little bit of suburbia. I don't know if you can tell. And Chad, where are you stationed right now?
Dude, I'm coming to you live. This is how much I love the MisippBROs. I'm coming to you live on my honeymoon in Santa Catalina. You know, the island?
There you go.
Most definitely, dude. Going out Catalina, and we have a little bit of lluvia también, a little bit of rain also, dude.
Well, speaking of rain, thank you. I wanted to talk about this. I am now familiar with the term, not just atmospheric river, but I am now familiar with the term bomb cyclone. Apparently, these 2 weather events are what brought record amounts of rain to the Bay Area and other parts of Northern California. I got out of Dodge just in time, literally got chased out of the Bay Area on Thursday morning by the storm. We did MisippBROs from the road live on I-5. We are covering coordinates that we knew we would, so here we are. And Bruce was there, lots of friends back home. I heard over 6 inches of rain. 6.
Dude, it's dude, we are in this era of our existence is extreme everything. Okay? Extreme fire, extreme rain, extreme, and these terms they come up with are just hilarious, aren't they? Bomb cyclone,
every day,
atmospheric river. It used to be the Pineapple Express, dude, coming from Hawaii, right? And all this kind of stuff. But now they make them. They want your attention, dude. And they're huge. Don't get me wrong. They're absolutely life-changing for a lot of people. But damn, they want to punch you in the face with it, dude. Bomb cyclone. And God dang it, man. What's a couple other ones, man? You know, when a volcano eruption, dude, they're saying, you know, they have another term for it. Anyways, dude, the Bay Area is getting drenched, flooded, mudslide, everything.
They need it. And I'm
Yeah.
curious to see if the brown hills that I left home that were so drought ridden and the creeks that weren't flowing at all, those were all dried up. I'm wondering if I'm going to return back to the Bay Area and see green hills. I'm hoping to. So here's to that. It's been a long time, California, Northern California in particular. So getting to NFL action. Yesterday, there was a lot of blowouts. Number one, a lot of blowouts. The Patriots dropped over 50 on the Jets. Sorry about that, Bruce. The Buccaneers won their game 38-3. I mean, there was a lot of runaway games, truly were. And the 49ers were on the short end of another game. They are now 2-4, losers of 4 straight. A team that all of a sudden is getting questionable leadership from the top. Fans are getting a little restless. They're using terms like, what's the direction of this team?
Yeah, they don't have an identity.
Why are we moving up for the Brandon Ayuks of the world and then not playing him or giving him the ball? What's going on there? It's very reminiscent of the Dante Pettis situation. Also, Trey Lance. They moved up 2 first-round they moved up 9 picks, mortgaged 2 first-rounders in the future. They won't have a first-round pick till 2024. And the quote that is stinging 49er fans this morning is, maybe Jimmy Garoppolo gives us our best chance to start.
Yes.
Now, let me just say, our best chance to win as starter. When you mortgage your future for him, he shouldn't, to replace him, that shouldn't be the quote, in my opinion.
Well, okay. Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but take a longer time frame with that, okay? Very, very, very few quarterbacks come out of college ready to start in the NFL, okay? Trey Lance is a huge talent that needs time. Garoppolo needs to perform until Lance is ready. Obviously, by that quote, what the coaching staff is telling you is he's not ready yet, okay? And that's okay because it's game 7 coming up of the season. His first in the NFL after being where? North Dakota State? Dude, okay? And you got to inherit Shanahan's playbook. So give the guy a little time. I expect him, like I said before, man, he might start game 4, 5, 6. It looks like it might be pushed back. Look for him game 10, 11, okay, to get another month of practice in, another month. He might get thrown in the mix again because Garoppolo is always hurt. He always seems to get hurt. So the fact is, man, is that Niner fans need to be a little patient. The problem with the Niners, what I see, is identity. What kind of team are they? They used to be a defensive team. They knock you in the mouth. They rush the passer. And that's not there anymore. So what is their identity? Garoppolo's like vanilla ice cream. Okay.
Well, when they had a recent defensive peak, they had depth along the offensive line. They had a guy like DeForest Buckner wrecking from the inside, not just Bosa from the outside. And what they're missing there, the word bust is being thrown around already for Kinlaw, who is fading away. It seems to be he's not making an impact in the games. He might be, a year away as well from truly breaking out. But this was a team that the roster was mostly ready to contend. And then they went ahead and traded for a very much a developmental quarterback. I agree with you. It's just that they're in danger to me of going belly up on this season. They're 2-4, and they're stock full of injuries again, a topic most Niners fans don't want to talk about. And they're also looking up at 2 of the best teams in football. The Rams 6-1, the Cardinals 7-0.
Well, we said it's the best division in football. All right, we're not wrong. And so the point is that if the Niners are the worst team right now in the division, they're a pretty damn good worst team. They're not the Jets. Sorry, Bruce. They're not the freaking Texans. They're not the freaking, I was going to say Browns because that's what I defer to, but I can't say that anymore.
No, actually, the AFC North is the only division where every single team is 500 or better. So keep an eye on the AFC North. Pittsburgh included. They've won 2 in a row now. I was going to say, the teams that are on top of the standings right now, let me know if you want to talk about them at all. Of course, the Cardinals at 7-0. The Packers look like that first week was an aberration. Aaron Rodgers looks like he's back to Aaron Rodgers, of course. They're 6-1. The Cowboys are 5-1 in a division where every other team is 2-5. So they will coast to an NFC least.
Dude, I wouldn't say that yet, dude. The Cowboys like to get off to good starts, kind of come back to the pack, and then see what happens.
Hold on.
They have to prove it to me first.
I got to stop you. Washington football team, New York Giants, the Eagles. Not a single one of those teams is capable of getting over 500. They're already 2-5. They're not going to be caught.
Okay.
Put it in ink. Put it in blood. I'll put it in my own blood.
Wow. All right.
I'm risking a Cowboys tattoo right here.
Sure.
If the Cowboys botch this, I will get a Cowboys tattoo.
Oh, no. Dude, we got that on video, man.
That division is wretched.
I'm sure your brother Matt will make sure that he is the artist for that Cowboys tattoo.
Well, thankfully, you just got to draw a decent star. It's not like it's a complex logo. So that's a good one. Just other notables, I just want to say amongst the blowouts, the Chiefs got absolutely throttled. And who in the world is this artist formerly known as Patrick Mahomes?
He doesn't have the supporting cast anymore. The offensive line, dude, is huge. The Niners are going through the same thing. When you lose your line, and the Chiefs lost 2 out of the 5 guys, line, offensive or defensive, you change as a team, regardless of how good you are back there. And not only that, the Chiefs peaked. They peaked, okay? The NFL is fast, man. Things change like that. That's why I don't like your prediction of the Cowboys running away, because things change fast. Prescott can get hurt. Someone can get hurt just like that. Things change. So the thing is this, man. The Chiefs had their window. They got there twice. They won once. And now we're seeing them come back to the pack. They're a mediocre team right now, yes.
They are. Also deserving some shine, the Tennessee Titans are 5-2. They're the ones who blew out the Chiefs. They're looking like they're starting to roll. And I don't just mean Derrick Henry. That is a locomotive you don't want to be in front of. I'm blown away by this guy and the season he's having, not just this year, but last. So big Derrick Henry fan over here. I don't have too much more to tap on in football, but I got to give some respect to those, especially number 4 under center, those Las Vegas Raiders are the weirdest 5-2 you would ever think.
Yes.
Came out the gates hot 3-0, lose 2 games, not even close. Bye-bye, John Gruden. They're sitting at 5-2, and the biggest reason why is the last Raider, that's what I call him, the last Raider I care about, the last Raider I'll ever root for deeply, Derek Carr, top 5 quarterback right now. Who thought he'd be the best quarterback in his division at this point?
Nobody. But, well, he's always been an average or above average, all right? He has been. Derek Carr, dude, is having himself a good year. The Raiders are who they are. They're Jekyll and Hyde. You never know what they're going to do. When things are going well, all of a sudden things crash. When things are crashing around them, Gruden gets canned. Then all of a sudden they go on a 2-game win streak. You don't never know this team. They're a 10-win team, maybe 9, 10, maybe 11 tops.
Well, they're on top of the AFC West as it stands, and the Chargers like to fumble it late. They really do. And the Broncos aren't going to be a threat with old Teddy Two Gloves at quarterback. The Broncos have had a quarterback problem since John Elway. Oh my gosh! How about this for a random tweet? Somebody roasted the entire Shanahan family, Kyle and father Mike. They said if Janet and John Elway Sr. never had John Elway as a kid, the Shanahans wouldn't exist in football.
Ooh. Man, there might be a little bit of underneath truth to that. But that goes for a lot of things, okay? How great would Belichick be looked upon without Brady?
Sure. And speaking of Brady, thank you, big bro. 600 touchdowns?
That's a lot of touchdowns.
That could never be beaten, because now we're getting to the point of like his career where it's almost, I'll call it Cy Young-esque. I'm reaching on that one. But he's going to have so many more stats, games played, games started, than the quarterbacks behind him. We're going to spend a long time waiting for that record to be broken, especially if this is who Pat Mahomes is all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's a record, especially as long as he keeps on playing, dude, and keep taking care of himself. Shit.
Put the tape on of Derek Carr, if you got some time, of yesterday. 31 of 34, 300-plus yards again, still leading the league in yards. I'm seeing shades of 2016 pre-broken tibia.
Did you say 31 of 34?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's interesting, man, because I didn't see one highlight of it. Nothing. I watched a little bit of SportsCenter last night, man, because I got in here a little bit late. And okay, man, I'm on my honeymoon, dude. And the last thing I'm doing is really watching TV. Okay, so anyways, long story short, man, is that 31 of 34 makes me think of 2 things. First, Derek Carr is being let loose a little bit, because I think Gruden was very, very, I know he was extremely conservative. Extremely. So that offensive coordinator, I think, is Greg Olson still. So he might be able to get more because I think the head coach is giving the offensive coordinator, hey, I'm not an offensive coordinator guy.
No.
You take it. I'm not a defensive coordinator guy. You take it. So I think this might actually be good for the Raiders.
And I believe John Gruden was wearing way too many, not just hats, but having too much power, too much control, and a lot of their questionable personnel decisions, and especially the draft picks and the trading of established stars like Cooper and Khalil Mack, that fell squarely on John Gruden, who had a 51% personnel decision hold, while Mike Mayock had 49. I don't understand that. Just say 100% Gruden. Now it's 51% Mayock, 49% Mark Davis. So we're going to see if Mayock can actually do what many thought he was more capable of. We'll see.
I think a lot of people are now. I mean, I don't want to talk about the Raiders all that. I think a lot of people are now.
Clyland Farrell.
Yeah, I don't even remember that guy. I can't even tell you one play he made, dude.
He doesn't start. They saved face by getting Max Crosby in the 5th. So NFL action brought to you every Monday, whether we watch the games or not, whether I'm hungover from a glass of champagne from a wedding or not. We always
dude, it was more than a glass of champagne. I am not going to let you get away with that, dude.
No, but it's the champagne that cracks my head.
Was it the champagne or the pisco or the tequila or the red wine or the other things that
I know myself. It's the bubbles. I know myself.
Okay, whatever you say, man.
We're going to switch gears real quick. We're trying to pack it in so we can both get on the road. I'm on my way to Arizona as I continue my whirlwind tour down the West Coast.
Dude, road trip spark, dude.
Dinner with Desert Todd and his fiance in Phoenix tonight.
Yes.
And meet parents in Anthem, Arizona tomorrow to say hello to the new house. So we're going to keep it moving. Wanted to touch on the World Series, man. We've arrived.
The only thing I care about the World Series is Dusty Baker. That's the story of the World Series for me. He's a great man who's done a lot for baseball in history. I want him to do well, even if he doesn't. I could care less about anyone on the Astros. I could definitely care less about anyone on the Braves.
I got a story that you're going to appreciate, and I had to dive into just the depth of how meaningful this is for one, Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman has been a cornerstone piece of this franchise for years, almost a decade, if I'm not mistaken. His contract is up after this year. It seems like the table is set for him to culminate his Braves career. Yes, your brother's predicting he'll go elsewhere, especially if they win. What I wanted to get at, what makes this so unique, it's not just a guy who's been in the uniform for 10 years. He's beloved in the community, of course. He was one of their pillar youth pieces back when they were good. When he first came up, they were good 2011, 12, 13-ish era, right? And then kathunk. They went down the rebuild, tear it down sort of road, if you will, similar to the Astros many years ago. The unique part for him, he stuck around. He was on both ends, and he's the only one. So if you had to root for someone besides Dusty Baker, your brother would recommend Freddie Freeman.
All right, he is a good guy. There's no doubt about it, man. And the Braves, man, they did themselves well at the deadline. They knew their outfield was weak. They picked up Duvall, Jorge Soler. I don't know if he's playing anymore.
Eddie Rosario,
and Rosario, dude. And see, these guys, these are the kind of stuff that comes through. We saw it on the Giants with guys like Cody Ross, dude, and freaking Scudero and all these guys did that when this kind of stuff. So hey, chops to them, but they pitch well, dude, and that's why they're there. And but I'm gonna tell you, I'm sticking with my prediction, dude. Astros.
You've been on them since the beginning. You got 6 games, 5 games, all the way 7.
I'm gonna say 6 because that number is important to Dusty Baker. He has lost a couple of game 6s in the NLCS. Won one now with the ALCS over the Red Sox in game 6. And so I would say the Astros in 6. Yes.
Well, I read a little tidbit that Dusty Baker began his career as an Atlanta Brave.
Yes.
And his first game played was against the Houston Astros.
Isn't that something, man?
Some 50 years ago. So that is just full circle in its true form, of course. And I wanted to point this out.
And let's be correct on that. It wasn't the Astros at the time. It was the Houston Colt 45s.
Oh wow, geez, even diving further down the Wayback Machine. Thank you for that. Another guy I wanted to point out. 2-3 guys that'll be in this World Series that you'll see them prominently. They've been hot They've mattered tremendously to their teams throughout the regular season or postseason breakout like Eddie Rosario. But Carlos Correa is kind of in a Freddie Freeman position too. He wants to do something for his reputation while still in Houston. I believe he's gone no matter what. I think some team's going to give him a 10-year contract. The Yankees. Anyway, I think someone's going to overpay for his services. He'll take the biggest dollar amount he can get at age 27. But he has been there since the beginning of the Astros upswing. And you know he would love to validate himself and clear whatever he can. I think Carlos Correa is on a mission. I think Kyle Tucker is the breakout star for the Astros that's going to be a household name for years to come. And then Freddie Freeman is the Correa for the Astros. Eddie Rosario, the breakout for the Braves.
Would you take right now the free agent shortstop class that's coming out? Would you take Correa or Seager?
Personally, Seager.
Why?
I like Seager more. He's a left-handed bat, especially for the Yankees or a team of that, the whole right field porch and everything. On top of that, Correa's career at times has done this. And Seager, while he's had some good seasons, he hasn't had that full-on all-star campaign. I just can't forget that he hit, 9 homers last postseason? He was as hot as they come. So I don't think you can go wrong with either. To be a fine addition to either team, and they're both absolutely in their primes. So
definitely.
World Series first pitch, is that tonight, tomorrow?
Dude, I don't know. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I think it's tonight. I could be wrong. We'll see.
Here we go. We're going to save ourselves. Tuesday, October 26th.
Yeah, they're not going to go up against Monday Night Football. They're not.
No. 5:09 p.m. Charlie Morton and his Uncle Charlie Curveball against Framber Valdez. So, Astros, Braves, World Series. Your brother's also going to go with 6 games, but I'm going to go against you just for the fun of it.
You're going.
I agree. The Astros are the deeper team. They have been all year. You've been on it for months. I agree with that. I think somehow the Braves just keep that coming.
Hey, fair enough, dude. It's a 7-game series. Anything can happen. I will check in on it, but I'm not. I'm more interested in the Dusty Baker story because I've met the man. I've met him. I've met him one time in a speech in San Francisco, dude. He went to at the Bay Area Hall of Fame, dude. It was really cool. He's a good man, good baseball guy, and that's what I'm shooting for. So that's just a personal thing, but I've said for long, zoom out, look at their roster, look at their team, look at their chip on their shoulder. That's why I chose the Astros, dude.
Absolutely. Chad MisippBRO, confirmed Dusty Baker fan. So
definitely.
I wanted to bring up one thing, NBA. I think the season's a little too young to start pulling this apart. I will say the Lakers have looked old, and it's been fun. I don't know if you saw the Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard skirmish on the bench. All right. Yes. And then, of course, their first win, they're led by Carmelo Anthony off the bench. Oh, goodness. So anyway, I just want to let the basketball season build a little bit more before we really dive into the nuts and bolts of it. And we do talk a good amount of NFL football on Mondays, and with the World Series teeing off, we'll push basketball a little bit further down the road. But wanted to mention this. We saw, Friday night? Steph Curry was having one of those games. I'm going to borrow another random tweet I saw. The guy tweeted out, Stephen Wardell Curry is having one of those games that even if it ends in divorce, get to the TV and start watching. 25 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, dude.
9 of 9 shooting. 5 of 5 from 3. And it's just incredibly electric. And he only ended up with 40-some-odd points. But 25 in that first quarter, I mean, not many people are capable of that flamethrower.
There's no one like him in the NBA.
Well,
there isn't.
I want to say this. There's someone like him. Not fully. I'll back off. But his name's also Curry. Seth Curry last night. 23 points in the first quarter. The Curry brothers have the 2 highest scoring quarters of the season, not even close. Seth Curry, little kid Seth, bro, wearing Big Brother shoes.
Hey,
I didn't know he was
good for him,
capable
man.
of that. I love it.
Good for him. Seth Curry, dude, is freaking found his role in the NBA. He found where he's comfortable, and you know what, dude? He's thriving. And not only that, dude, think about it. He's been playing against his bro his whole life, dude. Do you think he's pretty decent? I think so, man. So good for him, man. He got out of Dallas, dude. Didn't get a role there. Now he's in Philly doing his thing. And good for him, man. But, the Curry brothers, dude, not bad.
The latest
dad was pretty damn good himself.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's remind ourselves he is a Curry. They have it in their blood. When it comes to Seth, he's not quite the playmaker that Steph is. He can't create his own shot quite as well as Big Bro. I mean, that's a big shot to create. But what I'm saying is,
that's not a comparative.
kid brother Seth does have the higher career shooting percentage, but we know he hasn't encountered the triple teams.
Please, dude.
I know.
Five times as many shots, dude.
Done. So we will revisit more NBA basketball as the season progresses. And we've done a good job keeping the pace and moving through the show here today. I just wanted to add from the chat line, Nene20, Renee Alvarez, thank you. Sorry for the full name, Renee. He says congrats. Congrats on the wedding. And Big E Sims from the chat line. The wedding was incredible. The setting was absolutely beautiful. Mariella was stunning, and her family made us feel like we were part of their family. It was the best wedding ever other than my own.
Damn, dude. Ed, dude, I couldn't agree more, brother. Couldn't agree more, even though I would say my wedding was a little bit better.
Well, it was definitely one for the ages. And let me just say,
you know what? It's definitely not. It was one for the ages. So many people came up and said, man, this has been a fantastic celebration. We had the best time in the best setting, in the best area, and with the best people. And that's what I wanted, man. That's what I went out for it, man. I did, we put it together this way. It wasn't a list of 200 people. It was a list of 60, dude. Okay. And that's not a shame on anyone, dude. It's not. It's just that, we've come to a point in our life, dude, where we want to surround ourselves with the people that mean the most to us. And the ones that couldn't be there, man, I'm sorry about that. And the ones that chose not to be there, you missed out. That's it. All right.
I think we can safely assume that groomsman Tom has hung up his wedding attire, the YMCA staff hoodie. Putting that one away till the next wedding, I think, is a good bet.
I think so, man. And Big E was awesome, dude. I had a great time with my boys up in the place, man, for about 3-4 days, including yourself. And man, what a great time.
That was one of the quotes of the pre-ceremony. Tom, you can't wear that hoodie, but it's cold.
I'm like, Tom, come on, dude. He goes, but I'm cold. I'm like, it's a hoodie, and you're walking into the wedding, dude.
Can't have the hoodie. Gotta hang it up.
But that's Tom. You got to know Tom, dude. But I had to kind of lay down that line. You don't lay down much with Tom because he's his own man. But damn, dude, that was fun. Speaking of my being your own man, dude, does my brother know me well, dude? A last-minute gift is probably one of my favorite gifts. Check this out.
Yo!
Yeah, dude. Look at that for the MisippBROs, dude.
There it is. You'll never forget your headphones or your mic because they're on your shirt.
You got that right, man. And not only that, dude. What's this, dude? Yeah. And guess what? Still empty.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the smart money says you'll never put pen to paper, but at least you have the choice.
But, dude, I get to look at it every time, dude, and that means something to me.
There you go. And as for that killer sunset.
Oh, dude, man. Yeah.
Don't mind the bloke in front. Look at the trapeze artist in the back.
Dude, it was awesome because, you go onto the public beach and it's the original Muscle Beach, dude. Santa Monica is the original Muscle Beach.
You had a lot of people stopping. I know you were focused on what you had to get done, but there was a lot of people gandering. There was a lot of people enjoying seeing the very public wedding right there in Santa Monica Pier there.
Yeah, it was cool, man. We got tightrope walkers, people working out, people riding bikes by, stopping by, checking us out. And right when we were finishing the ceremony, the sun's coming down. Couldn't have timed it too much better. On our way out, dude, the sun goes down in that fantastic, spectacular sunset, and the freaking surfer howl goes out. The locals do when the sun eclipses the horizon there, and they're going ow, and me and Mario are walking through them, and they start clapping, saying congratulations. Dude, I mean, it was fantastic day.
Well,
yes.
And we could do a whole nother half hour where we just let Chad talk about all the things that meant the most to him and all the feelings. I know you could do an hour, maybe a whole day.
Yes, but we are not going to do that today.
But we want to kick it to Thursday. Maybe we can tease the listeners with where are you going to be come Thursday at noon?
Dude, you're going to have to find out, man.
All right. Let's have some fun. I'll be somewhere in Arizona. Maybe experimenting with peyote, maybe looking for my spirit animal, wandering out in the desert. No. I'll be here. Coming to you live.
Hey, if you get stuck in the desert, dude, always remember you can cut over cactus and sustain yourself for a little bit until someone comes find your ass. All right.
Well, here's to not ending up in the desert, but thank you for the lesson. And I know you would come looking, Chad. So there's
Damn right, I'd be there. You know what I always said, bro. There's nothing like boots on the ground.
Boom, baby. So until next time, MisippBROs listeners, thank you for tuning in. We got back to our usual grounded state. We're not on the road quite like we were last Thursday, but it's all the more fun. We promise to be back here Thursday at noon. Chad, anything else, you married son of a gun, you?
No, man. You know what, man? Thanks for checking in on us, man. Thanks for having us, dude. And coming to you live, married from Santa Catalina with my beautiful new wife, Mariela Hernandez. This is the MisippBROs. Knock it out. Get on it. Send us a chat. Like, subscribe. We'll see you on Thursday. Later.